I will.
Been fantastic because it's helped to cover some of the leads that some of our booth members have not been able to make personal contacts with. So it's been a real lifesaver in collecting those type of contacts. It's also just really an easy way to distribute general information about Monza that can really help inform some of our customers and help them to engage us in the future.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar, which is all about increasing your ROI from Event Tech Live, which is just a few short weeks away. This webinar will cover all of the lead capture that is being powered by Konduko, our lead capture and engagement partner for the event. Today I'm joined by Razvan, who is VP of Operations and Delivery. Razvan will be taking us through how the Smart Badge touchpoint works, how the app works, how the dashboard works, and how you get into and set up everything that you need for the event. Razvan, welcome to today's webinar, mate.
Hello, thank you for the introduction, Adam. Hello, everyone. I'm very, very happy to talk to you today about our Konduko platform and the products that you will be using in November at Event Tech Live. As you've seen before in our introduction video, this is how a smart event looks like at a live event. Konduko has been designed to help the exhibitor to get the most out of the event, to get better leads, to save money, obviously, on printing costs, and to generate more value. We are a content delivery and attendee engagement platform. And as you saw before, we are putting the power in the hands of the attendees by giving them the possibility to collect information digitally from our smart readers, and by doing so, giving you, the exhibitor, their personal details. What are you going to get for Event Tech Live? It is our Konduko Smart Reader, which enables you to collect leads and deliver digital content to your attendees. Together with this reader, you're going to receive also a license key for our Konduko StandUp, which is the salesperson companion app. This particular app allows you to collect leads, to take notes, and qualify your conversation at the booth with your visitors. I cannot stress enough the importance in this particular environment about a safe and contactless booth. Konduko is all about contactless engagement. It's not only a service for the exhibitors, but it's also a service for the attendees. For the attendees, it's all about convenience, safety, protecting their personal space. We all know that attendees come to a show to buy, but they don't want to be sold to. So this particular reader that I have here, it's going to enable them to interact with you as an exhibitor, exchange information in real time, see the information that and the message that you want to offer to them, and then come back to you and going into a deeper conversation. Together with the reader, I said, we also have our companion app. This application can be downloaded from Google Play or Apple Store under the name Konduko StandUp. Once you download the application, you will be asked to enter an activation key, and I'm going to show you where you're going to find this activation key later into your Konduko account. Register your application under the salesperson that is using the device, and you're going to use it as a simply lead retrieval scanner. You simply scan the attendee badge, and you're going to be able to see their information and add comments and notes based on the conversation that you're having at the booth. The app also works as a small little dashboard. You can see here on the right-hand side of the screen, these are my personal contacts, the people that I have physically scanned with my application. You can see a number of all of the contacts that are collected by all of your colleagues. And also you can see the touches in real time from the reader. Where are you going to see your leads? Your leads are going to be available in real time in your Konduko StandUp or into the Conductor Cloud account, which we are going to go ahead further in this presentation. At the end of the show, what are the visitors getting? The visitors are going to get the so-called daily digest. This is a personalized email, event branded. This particular email displays a visitor's journey at their show. As you can see here, I am a visitor that have collected different information during the day. What is important to understand here is the difference between a touch. We call it a touch every interaction that happens with a Konduko reader, and we call a conversation every interaction that happens with a Konduko StandUp. All of this information is going to be displayed in this daily digest. And here you're going to be able to see the information that you, the exhibitor, have the possibility to upload into your Konduko account. You're going to have an exhibitor profile. You're going to be able to upload some information about the product and the services that you're offering. You're going to be able to upload a few images, a few documents, and company and content or product description. In a nutshell, this is the products that you're gonna receive at Event Tech Live. And now I would like to invite you all into the Konduko Cloud account, and I want to show you what you need to do to prepare for the show. In the next coming days, you're going to receive an email that comes from noreply@konduko.com. In this email, you're going to access your cloud account for Event Tech Live for November 2021. You simply click on the login into Conductor Cloud. Important to know that the username is going to be your, the email is going to be your password. And I'm going to set up a password now for my personal account at Event Tech Live. And once I do that, you are able to log in into your Konduko account. Click on the login page, take your email address, put up the password that you just set up. Oops, I think I missed the password. I apologize for that.
The one thing that happens all the time, Razvan, it happens to me on a daily basis.
Oh, okay, let me go in here. I just think it's easier. So you put your email address. I apologize for that, guys. The password. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so let me try again. Logging into your Konduko account. Exclamation mark. Go into my login page. I really apologize for that, guys.
This is going on the blooper reel, mate.
Sorry?
This is going on the blooper reel.
Okay, so let me try this. One more time. I need to... Crazy. Okay.
There we go.
So this is my administrator view, but I'm going to go into the Event Tech Live show. I'm going to go into my exhibitor account. I really apologize. And this is how your account is going to look like. So I have the possibility now to show you, once you set up your password, that you log in into your Event Tech Live show and you arrive on the library menu. The library menu, you're going to see the number of readers that you have allocated, and you're going to see the number of standards that you have allocated. The library menu is going to be set up in 3 parts. We have the exhibitor profile, we have the content items, and we have the staff profile. Under the exhibitor profile, we have already received some information from Event Tech Live team. So what I would ask you to do is simply edit your content, add a logo, add your company contact details, add a small description, and your contact links and social links, and simply hit save. I have already done that. Once your exhibitor profile is set up, please make sure and come here and create your content that is going to be delivered to your visitors. As you can see here, I have already created one piece of content, which is Konduko Intelligent Trade Shows. I have set up a hero image. I am able to put a content title. I am able to put a product or a service title, a product link, a small description. In this description, is important to know that you are able to put different links. If you have videos to share, or if you have other literature, you're going to be able to create this content in your description. You can put 3 images and upload 3 documents which are obviously related with that information that you want to promote.
Razvan, could I just interject there? We've got a question from Katie, who's working on behalf of one of the exhibitors.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth us just clarifying it. She's asking, the exhibitor profile, is this pulled from the content that we've uploaded to Expo FP, which is the floor planning technology that we're using, or do they need to re-upload? I'll answer this one initially. So any exhibitor that's uploaded content to the floor plan, Konduko have had an export of that, and that is the content that will exist there for you. As Razvan quite rightly pointed out, you've already got some information from us, so that's what's in there. But I think it's worth, making sure that that's all accurate, and feel free to edit that, because you can display different information in here than what's displayed on the floor plan, because this is ultimately the information that will go to people at the end of the show days in the daily digest. So if you want to display something different there, as a kind of a follow-up, a call to action at the end of the event, you can change that there.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I do encourage you guys to come here, check your exhibitor profile, and enhance this profile with the information that you want your attendees to get at the live show. Once we finish with the exhibitor profile, as I said, you have the possibility here to come and actually upload the information about the product or the service that you want to promote. And as I explained before, you have a hero image, content title, product service, you have a product URL, you have a small description, you can put 3 images and 3 documents. Once this is done, you go to the 3rd step of the library, and you can see here I have already created my staff profile. My staff profile, you can add a photo, you can add some information about the person that is responsible for the product or service that you have uploaded further up. So when the visitor is going to come and touch one of your Konduko readers, they are going to receive the information about the product that you have uploaded, but also the contact of the salesperson that is in charge of that particular product or information that you want them to get. Once the library is complete, you simply go to the Publish menu, and you can see here I am an exhibitor that has 2 readers, and on one reader I have already picked up my content, but I'm going to show you how you will need to do that. So once the library is complete, you simply come here, you collect the content that you have already created. We wait for the success message, and this is how the content is going to be associated to your reader. And as you can see here, I can allocate a contact person to my content that I have created. In this case, for my second reader, I'm going to ask my colleague Nicole to be the contact person for my second reader. So in a nutshell, this is what you need to do to kind of prepare the content that you want your visitors to get when they touch your Konduko reader. So one more time, you're going to log in, you're going to see your event, you're going to land on the library menu, 3 steps, check your exhibitor profile, make sure that you enhance that, create your content item by uploading a hero image, content title, product and service. You can put a product URL, a small description, 3 images and 3 documents. Save your content item created, enhance your staff profile, and go to the publish menu and simply add the content that you want to be available on one of the readers that you're going to get at EventTech Live. I have told you before in our presentation that together with the reader, you're also going to receive an application. In order for you to prepare the application for the show, you simply come on the StandUp menu, and you see here I have 5 license keys available. Important, the same license key activate as many applications as you have available into your account. As you can see here, I have activated my application yesterday. And I am able here on the application to actually set up to 20 questions with pre-set up answers. You're going to have these particular questions here are going to be the pre-set up questions. If you think that they are useful, leave them here. If not, you can simply delete these questions and you can create your own questions. So for example, I'm going to create level of interest type of question. I am able to choose the type of question. So it can be a text area. It can be a yes and no answer. It can be a single choice, or it can be multiple choices. You can see, you can display this question to be mandatory or not. So for this one, I'm going to make it not mandatory. And because I choose a multiple choice question, I am able to actually put my my answers below. So then it's going to be very easy for you to kind of capture the conversation that you have on the show floor. And then simply hit save, and your question is going to be presented here. Again, it is very important for you to create these questions, because this is going to enable you to qualify the conversation that you have at your stand with your visitors. And important to understand here that the questions need to be set up 24 hours before the show starts. 1 day before the show starts, we are going to block the access to the questions, and you're not going to be able to edit them anymore. So on the questions side and on the stand-up side, are there any questions? Are there any?
Don't seem to
I'm
be
sorry, I
at the
cannot
moment.
see the screen.
They don't seem to be at the moment, Razvan.
Okay,
so
fantastic. So I hope that everything is clear. So again, you're going to have 1 reader and 1 application in order for you to be able to collect leads from the show floor. And once the show starts, once you log in into your Konduko account, you click on the leads menu, and you're going to be able to see here a full Excel spreadsheet of all of the people that you have been interacting with. Both leads from the Konduko reader and from the Konduko stand-up are going to be available here for you to download in an Excel spreadsheet or a CSV format. All of those questions that you have set up here into your Konduko account are also going to be captured into your Excel spreadsheet. So I have here an example of a lead report. Our platform is smart enough to eliminate all of the duplications. So if you have a visitor that touched a reader, but also was scanned by one of your colleagues at the booth with the application, we are going to eliminate the duplications. And what you're going to see here, you're going to see the attendee Francis, for instance, that have touched different readers. This is an exhibitor that has 4 readers, so he have touched all of our readers. And then you're going to be able to see in the same line all of the comments and notes that you have made with your on your application. So everything is going to be consolidated into an Excel spreadsheet during the show and at the end of the show for you to capture that information and target your audience accordingly. This is it. I am available now for any questions, and I do apologize one more time for the hiccup that we had initially. I completely forgot the password that I set up. I'll be honest with you. I have completely forgot the password that I set up.
I love that because
for my account.
The one thing that we get the most support requests for is my password's not working.
Okay, that's fantastic. So in case that you guys forgot your password, make sure to email support@konduko.com, and for sure you will be answered in less than 24 hours. Now that we are talking about support requests, if you haven't received an email in the next days from noreply@konduko.com, again, make sure to email support@konduko.com, and an activation email will be sent to you shortly.
So thank you. You just answered Anthony's email there. Is there a support email and chat available? And live at the show as well, there will be a Konduko support desk, which if anybody has anything on site, they can go to and they can get technical support from the Konduko team there as well. We've got live support at the actual show.
Yes.
I've got a couple of... Go on, Razvan. You go.
No, I was just confirming that we are going to be there to hold hands. So, yeah.
and Konduko have also got a stand. So if you can't find anybody to support, you can go and chat to them on their stand as well. Anthony says thank you. Couple of quick questions, Razvan. Yes. I think some really interesting things. Could you reiterate the stats? Because before we started this webinar, there's two really interesting stats, isn't there, about how Konduko increases the ROI from an event like Event Tech Live when it's powered by your technology.
Yeah, so we consistently see that between 70 and 90% of the attendees are going to use their smart badge, which is fantastic. And the only explanation that we have is that the attendee doesn't need to install any app. They are going to receive the same badge that they received for any other show. But I think the psychological element slightly changes here. By giving them the possibility to interact with those readers on the show floor, we put the power into their hands to decide. We all know that we like to browse, we like to look around. I'm able to interact with these readers, so I'm not necessarily needed to talk with anybody on the show floor. I am receiving the content that is delivered to me in real time, and then I'm going to come and visit you at your booth. I am already a qualified lead in that case. So we consistently see a level of engagement that is fantastic on the attendee side, and on the exhibitor side, we see up to 200% more leads captured via the Konduko reader than a normal lead retrieval app.
Yeah, I think my experience as well, to add to that, Razvan, is that we've all been to trade shows, haven't we, where the exhibitor staff, they're deep in conversation with somebody, everybody's busy, or somebody's gone, nipped off for lunch or a comfort break or something like that, and there's nobody to talk to. And you're short on time, so you kind of go, you maybe wait around for a few seconds and you're kind of like, okay, I'll come back. You're scribbling down a web address or something like that, or maybe look for them in the exhibitor directory. While that's okay for the attendee because they can kind of come back to you if they want, because they're kind of making a mental note of it, the exhibitor doesn't have any reference or any point of contact there for that person that maybe they're caught in the corner of their eye that was waiting but carried on. So what I've seen, the real power of your technology as well, is to capture all of that in serendipitous interest that's kind of happening, even if you're kind of currently engaged with somebody. The beauty about your technology is those leads coming through in real time, you can kind of check and see who that person was, right?
That person was. Yes, that's on the exhibitor side. And also on the attendee side, I would add that it's almost like a reverse lead capture. I am coming at your booth, potentially you're going to be busy. I am still able to interact with the content that you are delivering to me. I am seeing the content that you as an exhibitor has decided to communicate with me. I'm reviewing this content and I'm coming back to see you at the stand. So basically I'm self-qualifying myself.
Mm-hmm.
So Yes, I think it's an interesting interaction, and for sure, the simplicity of it all makes it all happen naturally.
Yeah.
Important for you, our audience to understand is that the smart event element, it is being communicating together with the team at EventTech Live. So all of the attendees that are registering for the show are going to be informed from the very beginning that their badge is going to be a smart badge, and they are going to be able to exchange information in real time with you, the exhibitors. So when a visitor comes to EventTech Live, they are already informed of the fact that they have the possibility to interact with you via our devices that are going to be displayed at your booths.
Yeah.
An important technical element to understand, I'm not sure if you guys can see, this is a reader that is on. It is a standalone device. This particular device is going to be pre-configured for the show, so it's going to turn on and off automatically. It's very important for you to know that when an attendee comes to your booth, they are going to simply tap the badge, and if you saw the blue light over there, that is an indicator of a successful touch. If you're not sure, if you cannot hear the beep or you're not seeing the light, make sure that you ask them to touch again. The blue light, an indicator of a successful touch, and as I told you before, our system eliminates all of the duplication. So you're just going to have unique leads that you interacted with from both the reader and the Konduko StandUp.
Just one other question, Razvan.
Yes.
Can you share some examples of how exhibitors use multiple touch points across the show? Because I know you can do some really interesting things there, can't you?
Absolutely.
I'll bring your share screen back on.
I'm just going to put up my presentation. So these are just a few of our deployment examples. So for instance, here you have an exhibitor that has decided to product segment. So basically he has a reader that is dedicated to all of to different types of products. I think this is very interesting because when you have the conversation with them on your stand, you know exactly the product that they were interested in, and immediately after the show or immediately after they leave your booth, you can actually target them accordingly. So this is a sort of a targeted visitor product segmentation type of display. Here, obviously, we have a sort of a tabletop to capture leads immediately following up a conversation. Another example here, it's a lectern base. So in EventTech Live case, we are going to offer together with the team at EventTech Live a sort of a lollipop type of stand where this reader is going to be placed. It's totally up to you to decide where you're going to place this reader, but make sure that it's in a visible place, make sure that it's in an area that it's as an easy access for your attendees. And it's all about the way you want to interact with your visitors on your booth. Here, it's a very good example for any of you that you're going to attend a seminar or you're going to have a presentation. You can have an additional Konduko reader that you're going to specifically use for your presentation or your seminar. You can actually physically take it with you in the presentation that you're doing and share your literature with the people and your audience then and then. Important to know that as a base package, you have one reader and one application. So if you are in need of multiple readers, please make sure to contact the team at EventTech Live, and they will help you in getting additional readers as per your need. So these are just a few examples of how the reader can be used. As I said, again, depending on the information that you want to give to your visitors, these readers are going to be available for you to share this content with your audiences.
Thank you very much, mate. And for those that are watching this webinar live now, or maybe on demand, that are exhibiting with us digitally, or maybe are a sponsor of the content wall at EventTech Live or another sponsor, we're essentially going to have a dedicated space at EventTech Live for all of that content and for you as virtual exhibitors as well. So you still benefit from the touch point, you still benefit from in-person attendees being able to come and collect information from you. And interestingly, me and Razvan, just before the webinar, were chatting about this, and it's actually one of the most active parts sometimes of an event, because again, it's that reverse lead kind of opportunity of people just wanting to collect information. And what I personally, one of the things I really love about Konduko is the fact that the system with the daily digest starts that follow-up process for you automatically, doesn't it, as an exhibitor? You don't have to then think about, right, now we need to dump these leads into a CMS and get them into an email and start doing follow-up and promotion. Konduko starts that process for you already with the Daily Digest email.
Daily Digest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was there anything else that we've
Any
not
other
covered off?
questions?
It doesn't seem so. I think we'll just bring Matt Harris, who also is from the team at Konduko, just to reiterate, the basic information has been imported from your floor plan profiles and pulled into Konduko, but you can make that different.
Enhance this content.
Yep. Enhance it and make sure that it's all accurate as well. We want to make sure that all the information there is accurate. I guess just to reiterate, questions, I think you said we're going to be locked out 24 hours before the event, weren't they?
Yeah, so it's very important. Yeah, it's very important for you once you log in into your account to decide on the questions and answers that you want to have available on your StandUp, and make sure you complete this 24 hours before the show starts. Again, important, the same activation key activates as many licenses as you have available for your account. And another thing that is important, once you finish the content creation in your library, simply come to your publish menu and pick the content that you want to be available for your visitors. So in the case of you having 2 readers, on one reader, I am able to have Konduko Intelligent Trade Shows, and on a second reader, I am able to actually have a different content that I have created. All of this information from the reader and from the app available into your Konduko account to download in an Excel spreadsheet or a CSV format.
And what, just briefly, Razvan, what kind of statistics will they be able to see in the dashboard?
So obviously the dashboard is going to be available once the show starts. But on the dashboard, they are going to be able to see, in case they have multiple readers, you're going to be able to see the performance of each reader. So the interest that exhibitors are having into one or your other readers. You're going to be able to see the level of interaction, the engagement at your stand, and an average lead generated per show. So you're going to be able at any point in time to understand where is your stand performing in relationship with the other exhibitors.
Thank you. We do have another question, Razvan, from
Yes.
Ben. He just wants to clarify the 24 hours before the event. Is that 24 hours before the first live day or before the entire Event Tech Live event?
24 hours before the live date of the show.
Yeah, so that'll be the first in-person day of the show. So the first in-person day is the 3rd. So
the 3rd,
it'll be the
make
2nd.
sure you have your questions set up before the 2nd of November.
Very important. Is there anything else, Razvan, that we need to cover off or that you think is important to reiterate?
The only thing that I would like to say is that make sure that you create the content in such a manner that obviously it's going to be attractive for your attendees. Make sure that you upload the right information and the targeted information that you want your attendees to get. I am very excited to see you all in person at Event Tech Live. And again, if you have any questions or any support needed, please don't hesitate to contact support@konduko.com, and our team will answer to you in less than 24 hours. The activation email that I've been talking about that you're going to receive, it's going to be probably sent in the next 2 or 3 days. So make sure that you're going to check from the no-reply@konduko.com email and activate your account.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody that stayed with us right to the end. This will be available straight away as an on-demand, so you can refer back to it. I do encourage you to send it on to whoever's obviously managing this side of things, if it's not yourself, and to the rest of the sales team or people from your company that will be at Event Tech Live. Razvan, thank you very much for giving us your time, and thank you to Konduko for powering our event. I'm very much looking forward to it. That brings us to the end of the webinar. We'll see you, I guess, at Event Tech Live.
At Event Tech Live.
Yep. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everyone, for attending. Take care. See you soon.